Great Sunday, you all. I'm in the book of Acts today, chapter 3, verse 13, and I want y'all to read it for yourselves. Go read it for yourself. Whether Jesus is real or Jesus is made up, the story of Jesus is still a marvelous story. It's even more greater when you read that here is, I can't even tell you who the speaker is right now. It might be Peter. And Peter is saying to these people, why y'all marvel with us healing this lame man? You know what I'm saying? It was a man who was born lame. I guess he had a disability. They laid hands on him. He was made to carry on his own. And people marveled. They were surprised at this. And Peter basically saying, if it is Peter speaking, because I'm just reading through, y'all, and I'm annotating. But whoever's speaking is basically saying to this man, basically pointing all the praise back to God, you know, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac. You know, y'all are looking as if we healed this person with our own power, but they did it basically, what my understanding is, off their faith that it could happen. Now, I don't want to confuse nobody, so let me say what I was going to say. It says in verse 13, his servant Jesus, whom you delivered up and denied in the presence of Pilate, when he was determined to let him go. But you denied the Holy One and the just, and asked for a murderer to be granted to you, and killed the Prince of Life, whom God raised from the dead, of which we are witnessing. So my takeaway from that is, I know what it's like to have a conviction, even though I'm the innocent one. I know what it's like to get in trouble, even though I was the one that was doing the right thing, and the wicked one was the one that got set free. How many of you all have actually been condemned for something when you was doing the right thing? You was walking upright. You was watching your etiquette. You was watching how you treated people. You did right by the job. And because there are so many things of wickedness that goes on in the workplace, in the family, in the church, wherever, you're outnumbered. And it seems to me that the person that was the murderer that was set free under Pilate's authority was not the one Pilate really wanted to let go. He couldn't find no fault in Jesus. Like I said, whether this story is real or not, if we were to put ourselves in a WWJD situation, what would Jesus do? That's the acronym for what would Jesus do. Letters that stand for something, acronym for what would Jesus do. If we were to WWJD for a moment, Pilate was willing to make the right decision, but the people, and we got to remember this, many leaders are lifted up by their people, by the people in which they are elected. So just think on that, y'all. How many times have my takeaway right here, how many times, not even how many times, I'm gonna make it thematic. Let me see. Stop letting wicked people off the hook and punishing the innocent, punishing those who are doing good, who are sowing good. That's it. I was going to say more, but that's it, y'all. Go read Acts 3 and 13 for yourself. Pilate was going to let Jesus go. He was going to let Jesus go. Whether this is a real story or a fairy tale, this man couldn't find no fault. I know what it's like to be convicted when there's really no fault found in me, but because the majority, or because there was somebody who had more power, we say motion these days, than me at the time, I had a conviction, served a conviction for something that really wasn't wrong. So did Jesus, in the way that he's depicted. Hey, I'm almost done reading the Bible. I got less than 100 pages to go, y'all. I've been reading this Bible every day, except for 3 days, for 7 years. I want to encourage you to get into this word and read it for yourself, and think on Acts 3 and 13 a day. Stop co-signing wickedness and choose wisely on who you set free. Once again, because Pilate was going to set the innocent free, but they wanted a murderer instead. Keep it there.